Welcome back, guys. In this video, we're going to be talking about chord suspensions. A suspended chord is when we take out the third and replace it with the second or the fourth. And the two suspended chords we're going to look at are the sus4 and the sus2. So let's take a basic C major chord, C, E, G. We're going to remove the third and we're going to replace it with the second or the fourth. So this is a regular C major chord. This is a C sus2. And this is a C sus4. And it's pretty straightforward. When you replace the third with the fourth, then it's a sus4, and if you replace it with the two, then it's a sus2. And you notice I'm not saying C minor sus4, C major sus2, and that's because there's no third in the chord. The third in the chord defines the quality of it. So once we remove that third, then it's neither major or minor. And these are used very similar to chord extensions. They're mainly for color and building tension. Once we start moving voices closer together like this, you get a lot more tension. And the reason it's called a suspended chord is because there's a feeling that it's just hanging in the air. It's unresolved yet until you bring it back to the third. And it's completely optional if you want to resolve it or not. You can resolve it back to the third to give that sense of conclusion, or you can kind of just leave it hanging in the air. That's an artistic choice that you have to make. And once you use suspended chords with proper voice leading, you can come up with a lot of really cool chord movements. A way that people use suspended chords is to delay your resolution. Let's say we're doing a 4-5-1 in the key of D major. G, A, D. Now, instead of doing something really basic like that, we can suspend the one to prolong the resolution. So, and you can see the voice leading that I'm doing. So we have a regular G major chord, then a regular A major chord, and then I'm going to actually leave this E exactly where it is. And then for the D, now it's a D sus2. And then we can conclude it. By the way, this only works for major and minor chords. You don't do this for diminished and augmented chords. And for these, you have a lot of control. You can pretty much just pick and choose which chords you want to be suspended. So let's do one in a minor chord. Let's do C harmonic minor. We can go 1, 5, 4, 7, 1. Now let's pick the 4 to be suspended. So we can start with the C, go to the 5. Now this G can stay where it is because that's going to be our sus2 for the 4 chord. And we're going to invert it. So instead of like that, we're moving the C down an octave. We can resolve it, and then we just have to do our 7. And we can do a diminished 7 there, and then back to 1. That sounds really good. I want to quickly show you guys one way I like to use it in trap music. Let's make a really basic melody in C minor. And really basic melodies like this only require one chord. So it's just gonna be like this, and we can put some cuts there. Let's put the 808 down quickly. When I have a chord progression like this where it's not moving a lot, I like to use chord suspensions and just move this inner voice a bit, just to make it a bit more interesting. And the good thing about this is that the bass is still going to be exactly the same. So I'm just going to move it to a sus4 like that, and then a sus2 like that. And you can hear there's a bit more tension and more movement. It's a really simple and quick thing you can do to give your chord progression some more life. So now I want you guys to try this on your own. Make a really basic chord progression and then pick and choose which chords you want to suspend. And while you're doing this, make sure you're working on your voice leading as well.